models, and I presented to you all a PowerPoint. The name of this presentation will be called Learning Models, and I presented to you all a PowerPoint. Models of learning help provide structure to understand a large or complex concept. The concept is being broken down into manageable units. The models provide teachers with an organized system for creating an appropriate learning environment and planning instructional activities. This slide talks about the 4 learning models. And with each 4 learning models, with the first one, learning is passive and it learns through the process of positive reinforcement. Within my classroom, I do use positive redirection. I don't do any type of reinforcement. So this does not pertain to anybody who deals with early childhood education. It could be more related to a higher field because it has lecture, drills, and practice, and routine learning and multiple choice tests. So this could be even high school or even at a college level. The benefits of it is that they have like routine learning and things like that, but it has a lot of drawbacks because of the lecture and things like that, and kids could easily get bored from that. With the second one, it talks about the visual tools, the mind maps, the chart, the memorization for learning, and multiple choice. Again, I work in early childhood education, so that really does not relate to me. It will relate more to an older field, such as middle school and also even high school and maybe even college. With the next one, it talks about discovery, collaboration, group work, scaffolding, and self-guided learning-based personal experience, peer grading, review. And this learning builds on personal experience, active, and also social and learning process. This relates more to my field because we do have those discovery interests and we do have the collaboration of group work. Sometimes I pair my stronger kids with some of my kids that might need some help so they can help each other, which relates to also scaffolding and learning based from personal experience. Because so many kids come from different backgrounds, we like to bring that into the classroom. With the last one, the learning is self-directed learning. That also can relate a little bit to what I do, but not as much as the other one because it talks about the spontaneous learning groups and creating knowledge collaborative. Which you're dealing with 3-year-olds, 4 and 5-year-olds, it's really hard to do those self-directed activities. They have to have someone that's able to guide them because they can easily get distracted. This is a systematic approach to understanding the behavior of humans and also in animals. And it relates to how it reflects and produced by a certain stimuli in the environment. Of course, all kids come from different backgrounds, all kids come from different environments. So inside of the classroom, it can be very different for each child. I deal with kids who face trauma, and so it is different for them to come into an environment dealing with structure, which relates to the 2 conditions, which are operating condition and classical condition. Behavior is a view of learning that allows teachers in the classroom to have complete control by evaluating the learning. And it also teaches us how to teach children because you have to learn each child individually because every child is different and every child learns different. This model is based on the theory that relates also to the previous slide, behaviorism, and it is based on the idea of not only experience but the necessary of learning. And it also talks about the mental process and the primary concern, and it also has 4 foundations that are listed below as you can see. This is the learning model that relates to me in my field, and it's also one of my favorites. It's because it's based on the background knowledge. You have to know where some of the kids come from. You have to know what they have been through. And I also like that it's student-centered. So the children are able to center their attention around what they like the best. And I also like that students learn how to learn because some children, they never been in a school setting to know what is best for them to learn or how to learn. Teachers, what it isn't over here to your right, it says teacher-centered skills is isolation, because we don't do that. We like to have everyone involved. And the characteristics are collaboration. Things to remember is to start with a problem for your kids to find relevant. Use interdisciplinary, which is what we use. We use redirection, and we develop hot tasks. I like to give the kids options. And when they come in the morning time, instead of allowing them to play with one thing, I have different things set out that allows them to have options to do different things. And I also like to use sources that allow me to figure out what might be going on with the children, so far as social emotional development and things like that. This model relates more to my age, and it just talks about the learning in the digital age, because I was born in the 90s, I was raised in the 2000s, and we are digital technology children. And this talks about the social and the cultural context and how we are learning and how it occurs. And this happens within individuals across net, but not across the network. It is activity theory. It is for the digital age that gives a technology effect on how people live, communicate, and also learn. Each day I go to my daughter's school, I see that technology has took place, because they're using laptops, they're using smart boards, and they're also using iPads. So this will definitely be a model that is used for the new generations that are coming up in school. And it's very different from when I came up in school. So it does refer more to me, but it refers a lot to the new kids that are coming up. This is a really great chart that I found online about the learning theory for the digital age, because I was very interested in it for my daughter, and I was very interested in it for the kids that are in my class. So my reference below. Thank you for taking that time to watch my PowerPoint and to listen to me, and I really hope you enjoyed.